Frederick County angler sets new Maryland state record for false albacore. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources has officially recognized Jack Dorman of Mount Airy as the new state record holder for false albacore, Euthinus aliteratus, in the Atlantic Division. Dorman's 26.0-pound catch surpasses the previous record of 23.5 pounds that was just set earlier this month. Dorman, 22, was fishing offshore near the Jack's Bottom the 20-fathom line on July 20 aboard the charter boat Game On, captained by Scott Stapleford of Ocean City. It was Dorman's first offshore fishing trip, and he was hoping to catch a yellowfin tuna. The record-setting false albacore was the first fish caught that day. 11-year-old suckers fish into Arkansas's latest state record catch. Daniel Bridgman, an 11-year-old angler from Midway, Baxter County, was fishing with his father June 14 below Bull Shoals Dam when he managed to land a 1-pound, 15-ounce white sucker that later proved to be the first entry ever into Arkansas's record books for the species. Although their intention was to bring trout to the stringer, the sucker stole the show when it bit the worm at the end of Bridgman's line. AGFC District Fisheries Supervisor Joe Chilton positively identified the fish species and witnessed the weight on certified scales. Giant Wisconsin muskie sets new state record, but how long before it's broken again? Guide Jeff Van Remortel's 56-inch Green Bay giant sets a new Wisconsin catch and release record, but with a positive trend toward more giant muskie being caught, the record may not last long. A new Wisconsin muskie record has just been certified on Green Bay, but there's already talk of that record being broken, possibly this year. On June 4, 2025, longtime fishing guide Jeff Van Remortel landed an incredible 56-inch muskie that has since been certified as the official catch and release state record. But with the numbers of exceptional quality fish showing up in recent years, Van Remortel himself believes it's just a matter of time before a new record is set. This teen's first ever tarpon is a pending world record. Cruz Strohmeyer, a high school sophomore, battled the 228-pound fish for more than 2 hours. Baltimore County angler catches new state record yellow perch in Chesapeake Division. Dembeck caught the 2.3-pound, 16-inch fish on February 7 while fishing in the tidal waters of the lower Susquehanna River. He was deep jigging in about A Lexington man is now the proud owner of a new Virginia fishing record. According to the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources, Jerry Hall reeled in a new record fall fish weighing 3 pounds, 13 ounces, and measuring nearly 20 inches. Hall landed the record-breaking fish in the Jackson River near Covington. Father-son duo reels in 2 record-setting fish off North Carolina coast. A father-son duo reeled in a pair of record-setting fish off the coast of North Carolina this month. Jody Hopkins and his son, Odin, caught the fish on July 13, 33 miles off the coast of Ocracoke in water approximately 700 feet deep. State officials said Jody's record fish was a 7-pound, 3-ounce channel scabbardfish that was 60 inches long. Odin's record setter was a 4-pound, 6-ounce spinacheek scorpionfish that was 20.63 inches long. Officials said Odin's scorpionfish tied the world record that was set back in 2015 in Virginia. Officials also said fishermen should be aware that the spines on scorpionfish are venomous. Only a few dozen channel scabbardfish like the one Jody caught have ever been reeled in the western Atlantic Ocean. Biologists took genetic samples and pictures of the channel scabbardfish, presumably because of the fish's rarity. The channel scabbardfish was the second record for Jody in 2025, as he caught a state record bulleye in June. Wife beats husband's Idaho fishing record with 44-inch flathead catfish. The former state record holder in Idaho for catch and release has just lost his title to his wife. Idaho Fish and Game reports that Brandy Holt just edged out her husband's state record on August 2 when she caught a 44-inch flathead catfish. Brandy beat out her husband's previous record by 2 inches. "I was hesitant to even submit the record," Holt said. "My husband puts in so much time and effort all year trying to beat his own personal best, and it was really his encouragement that convinced me to go ahead and send it in." IDFG says that flathead catfish can be found in the Snake River and associated reservoirs in southwest Idaho. Pennsylvania angler breaks Maryland blue line tilefish record. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources, DNR, has confirmed Dominic Vuotto of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, as a new state record holder for blue line tilefish, Caulolatylus microps, in the Atlantic Division. Vuotto landed a 21.3-pound blue line tilefish July 26 while fishing offshore near Washington Canyon. The outing was Vuotto's first time fishing. The Maryland state record common dolphin fish, also known as mahi, was caught August 16, 2019 by Pasadena resident Christy Frasher during a fishing tournament in Ocean City. She broke a record that had only held 3 weeks, but before that it had stood for 34 years. An Arundel County angler breaks Maryland state record for Chesapeake Channel. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources recognizes Matt Foreman of Crownsville as the new state record holder for Chesapeake Channel, also known as northern snakehead, Channa argus, in the state's invasive division. Foreman caught the 21.8-pound fish on the evening of June 7 in the Susquehanna River below the Conoingo Dam. Baltimore County angler catches new state record yellow perch in Chesapeake Division. Dembeck caught the 2.3-pound, 16-inch fish on February 7 while fishing in the tidal waters of the lower Susquehanna River. He was deep jigging in about 50 feet of water using a double jig rig, which consisted of 2 small 1-inch plastic paddle tails on 1/8-ounce lead heads rigged on dropper loops above a 1-ounce sinker. He was using a light spinning rod with 10-pound test braided line. Dembeck's catch bested the long-standing record of 2.2 pounds, caught by Niles Pethel on November 21, 1979. Marathon angler who broke 24-hour fishing record on the 9th of November didn't stop until he'd caught 2,977 sunfish. Jeff Kolodzinski had already broken his own world record after 24 hours, but he kept fishing until he matched the number of lives lost in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Bradleyville teen now a state record holder for fishing. Riley Isaacs now holds a Missouri state fishing record. That's according to the Department of Conservation, which reports the 17-year-old from Bradleyville became the latest state record holder for red ear sunfish when he was bow fishing at Lake Taneycomo on April 18 and landed a 2-pound, 3-ouncer. The previous record under alternative methods was a 2-pound, 2-ounce fish also caught from Lake Taneycomo in 2022. Isaacs was originally guiding a bow fishing group targeting carp but had to cut the trip short due to incoming storms. Glenville angler ties Georgia saltwater record for dolphin. A Glenville man has officially tied the Georgia state saltwater record for dolphin, Coryphena hippurus, also known as mahi-mahi, after landing a massive 68-pound, 9.28-ounce fish off the Georgia coast earlier this month. Cade Quick reeled in the record-tying dolphin on May 5 while fishing near the South Ledge aboard a private boat. His catch matches the current state record set in April 2022 by James Roberts of Midway, GAR, which weighed 68 pounds, 1.6 ounces. World record cobia caught off Australia. The 175-pounder outweighs the current IGFA record by 40 pounds. A 175-plus-pound record cobia, the largest caught on rod and reel ever recorded, wouldn't have made it to the boat if the angler had listened to his captain. IGFA recently approved the monster cobia as the all-tackle world record. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.